Hey boys and girls, it is DJ Wolfie, aka Wayne, and this is an update video. This is what's been basically going on. The last video I made was about sending donations to me and my mom. We need $1,000 donations so that we can pay off some bills and pay off for our car, because our car needs oil change, it needs new tires. Yeah, it just needs some maintenance work. So if you can, please send donations. Please do. If you haven't seen the video, go click the video below this video if you want. Otherwise, just stay tuned for more videos and subscribe if you want. Alright, so this is basically what's been going on. So, my neighbor Dave Bennett has been harassing my neighbors Bonnie and Henry for about 3 years that they've been living here. I think that's how long. I'm not really quite sure, but Dave has been harassing them for quite a long time. So Bonnie came over to my house and asked me to help them get their cat out of Dave's tree. Dave was taking pictures of Bonnie and Henry because Dave wants to try and prove that Henry is not disabled and say that he's frauding Social Security, which he is not, and I know for a fact because his wife Bonnie told me that he is diabetic and that he also had surgery not too long ago. He had to have his toe amputated because of his diabetes. It was infected, and the infection was just getting worse, so they had to amputate his toe. Dave has tried to break in our house 3 times. First time, it was on a Thursday. My mom was out at her Bible study. I was letting my dogs out, and I coming back inside, and I see Dave walking out of my house, and I'm like, Dave, what are you doing in my house? He said nothing and went back to his trailer, or his house, or whatever. I called 911, and Deputy Oates came out to my house and gave me this case number right here, saying that if Dave comes back on the property, he will be arrested. So Dave came back on the property the next day. I called them, 911 again. I gave them this case number. When the sheriff came, I gave them this case number, and I also told them what Officer Oakes told me. They said that they are not going to arrest him because they didn't have any other witnesses. And I'm like, you gotta be kidding me. So they gave him a trespassing warning. Third time he trespassed is when it was late at night. I was in the house, sorry, excuse me. I was in the house. I heard the dogs bark. My dogs, Willie and Willie, were barking. I've noticed that the bathroom window was open, so I went to close it. Went into my mom's room because I heard the dogs barking in my mom's room. I see Dave staring through my mom's window, staring at her while she was asleep. Close the window. I go over to my neighbor Carrie's house, and then I saw Sarah there. Sorry. Sarah, that's her friend. She told me that she saw Dave trying to break into the house. So I called 911. They gave him this case number, saying that he has to go to court tomorrow on the 15th, and if he does not show up at court, he will be arrested. Back to the story where I was helping Bonnie and Henry help their cat. I told Dave, stop taking pictures of us. Stop harassing us. You're not only making me feel uncomfortable, you're making them feel uncomfortable. And you're just not helping at all. Just let us do our thing, and we'll be off our way. Then he started taking my picture, saying that I was harassing him. And I covered the camera with my hand, defending myself, which I thought. He slapped my hand, which sprained it he slapped my hand pretty hard, which made it be sprained for at least a week. It swelled up pretty bad. Called the cops about that. They did nothing about it, which really pissed me off. They didn't even bother coming out to make sure that I was okay. So, if Dave tries to sue me for assault and harassment or whatever the hell he's going to try and sue me for, which I did nothing to him, I have evidence right here, 15 pages of all the bullshit that he's been putting me and other people, Bonnie and Henry, and my other neighbors, and including my mother, through. So try to explain that, Dave. I also have signatures saying that you've done it. And I also have these 2 freaking case numbers saying that you did this crap. So I have proof right here that you're doing crap to me when I did nothing but be nice to you. Sorry, I'm just pissed off because I'm tired of dealing with people's bullshit. So, the good news is Dave got his eviction notice on a couple weeks ago. So he got evicted off the property for what he did, which I think is kind of funny, and also dumbass deserved it. But now I have to deal with the lady that lives in number 3. She's paranoid, schizophrenic, or whatever. She's saying that I'm harassing her, and the only words I ever said to her was hello. She's totally antisocial. She's not talking to anyone. She hasn't talked to anyone, nothing. But she's recording everything that me and my neighbor Lori does. Sorry. It's just, I don't know. It's just weird. She's saying that she's gonna try and take me to court. She called the cops because apparently she says I threatened her, which I never did. The sheriff told her to go back inside and just sat there talking to me and my neighbor Lori, and she sat there and laughed at how pathetic the lady that lives in number 3. Everyone here calls her crazy bitch. And there's a reason behind it, because she's freaking nuts. So, yeah, she sits out in her van all the time, watches us through binoculars, and then she goes away for wherever she goes during the day, and then she comes home, carries a stupid little camera thing, and records everything that me and Lori does. It's weird. I did nothing to her. We did nothing to her. I don't know what her deal is or what her problem is. But what manager Karen told me is that she likes to copy people. So she's technically copying Dave, which is annoying as fucking hell. But I have no choice. I'm just ignoring her. I'm just letting her do whatever. The sheriff that came out that day that laughed at her said that if she tries to take me to court, she'll be more than happy to testify for me and Lori. And she said that if she does, the judge will just sit there and laugh. Which I think is kind of sad that she has nothing better to do with her time. I do think that's sad. I really do. But you know, shit happens. So that's basically what I've been going through. A lot of bullshit, which is really annoying. I got 15 pages here of everything that Dave has said and done to me and my mom and Carrie and other neighbors. It's crazy. And then I got two case numbers right here. 2 case numbers by this guy and this guy. So when Dave goes to court tomorrow and he says that he wants to sue me or whatever, and they call me saying that I need to go to court or whatever, I got evidence all in this envelope. And I also have witnesses that will testify for me if I need them. So Dave, I'm sorry to say this, but you're pretty much fucked. Anyways, that's basically what I've been up to. Stay tuned for more videos, subscribe, and see you in the next video.